how's it going, guys? It's Sam
Going
Astaroth.
going
Thank you
good,
so
Sam.
much.
So
Thank
Sam,
you so
how's
much
the
for
day so
having me in the
far?
interview. Pardon?
How's the day so far?
Oh, it's going great. Going great. I'm stoked for this interview. You know, I just got up. I had to get some stuff ready for my solo debut show that I'm playing in 2 days. And yeah, just a new song, music video coming out. So just a lot going on, and this is good. You know, good.
Sounds good. So Sam, your new single, Demon Core, is to be out on June 29. So can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this new single?
Oh yeah, definitely. So this is like my first, say, main solo song that I'm releasing. So that's why I got press and everything for it. I've been in a band for like the last 8 years, and then this year I went solo and released a couple covers and collabs with other people. But with my producer, I've been kind of sitting and working on this single called Demon Core, and it's kind of like my branding. Say, you know how bands have like their subgenre or whatever. There are just so many, you know, and I wanted to see if I could stand out, which is pretty hard to do nowadays. So my Astaroth character is a demon, obviously, is one of the, you know, unholy trinity of whatever. But yeah, going with the whole demon character, I wanted to create something that feels authentic and original and something that hasn't been done before. So Demon Core felt like the right way to go about it. And it's also a real thing. It is a nuke that was created during World War II. And it's like a plutonium bomb. So I read up on it. I was like, huh, this is pretty evil. This is like a real evil thing, you know? So, okay, cool. You know, and yeah, it's kind of like the core values that I have. So basically just putting those two together. That's what I pretty much created.
Sounds good. And is Demon Core a kind of genre that you're creating, like a subgenre to metalcore or deathcore?
It's like branching between, like, I love everything from extreme metal, you know, to growing up with like rap, to liking rock, industrial, and all these other things. And I notice all these new mix genres are coming out that are able to blend like whatever, you know, and it all kind of feels heavy like metal. Like it's funny. It's even if it's not metal, it feels heavy like it's metal or something. So you could probably get related to those artists like Ghostmain or something like that are in between the metal and other realms, but are, you know, have that aesthetic and have the heaviness. So yeah, it's it has some core elements, some say dark trap metal elements, some industrial gothic elements, some extreme metal elements, and it's all jam packed within like 2 minutes. So I'm trying to create like, you know, like a mishmash genre music that kind of feels exciting, new, innovative, refreshing, and doesn't require your attention too much. It just enough attention so I kind of hit you, and then I move on to the next one. But yeah, this one is kind of like my definitive first like main song.
Sounds great, Sam. And June 29, do you have plans to come up with an official video for Demon Core?
Yes. So this is also like my directorial debut, you could say. This is the first music video that I actually directed myself. Oh. So the music video for it, I wrote the script. Like I kind of did co-directing and stuff for my previous bands, and I got all the artistic, you know, I'm used to cosplaying and creating original characters and doing all this stuff and costume making. So I come from like gaming, video game, anime, and like, you know, that cosplaying world as well. So I kind of took that and then took that into my directorial, you know, side and wrote the script for it, how I envision like what, you know, if anyone asked me to explain like what is the, or what are you talking about. So I took basically like what I wrote in the song lyrically, and lyric by lyric I broke it down into this is what I'm saying, this is what I mean, and kind of trying to portray that in the music video. So I have one of my friends, he's a performer, and she kind of helped me out with the performance. I have 3 different characters. Wanted to kind of stay true to the whole Astaroth character as well, like the whole Trinity concept, you know. So there's 3 characters that I portray. There's like this corporate demon dude, there's like the gothic demon dude, there's like the extreme metal side demon dude, and yeah, they kind of blend in and kind of run you through this like ritually experience. So yeah, I think it came out pretty well. The video is actually almost ready. It's supposed to be ready maybe today or tomorrow. So yeah, it'll come out on June 29th. And then I believe a week later or soon after, I'll be able to like release the video.
Sounds great, Sam. And I know your journey is just starting as a solo career for you, but do you have plans this year to come up with a full-length album, or are you gonna go by single by single?
So right now I am kind of inventing my solo sound, let's say. So taking everything I like from bands, solo artists, duets, whichever, and creating an album takes a while. Like you know, I was in my last band for 8 years and we never released a full-length album. Full-length albums take a long time, and I don't want to make fans wait like a gazillion years for, you know, hey, what's happening with the album? So I'm working on say covers of like my favorite artists, and I'm going to be putting that out because that's easy to do. And I have a lot of collaborations offers coming, like feature offers, collaborations, duet offers. So I'm going to get those done and out. Those are also not so hard to do. Kind of just hop in on a song, get someone to hop in on my song. And then I'm going to take my time with my solo songs, like this Demon Core song, so that I get to really like put my everything into every single song that I do. I don't want to just, you know, take 2 to 5 years and create this gigantic album and then only 2 to 3 songs are good. Mm-hmm. And then you kind of don't care about the rest. It's kind of a waste of my time and your time, you know? So I want to put my 100% attention into each of my solo singles and create like the visuals, music video, and, you know, since I'm getting into directing and stuff, I don't mind taking the time and, you know, setting aside the budget to make sure that the song is produced properly, music videos done properly, press is done, and I get to put my full vision out. And I'll take my time with this, and basically while doing that, I'm going to write my solo album first, obviously. So I hope to be able to finish writing my solo debut album, say by the end of this year, but no guarantees. Like, you know, I'm just trying to push myself. But yeah, I just want to keep going, releasing stuff every month or every couple months if I can, keep the momentum going and keep writing on the background. And whenever I feel it's ready, then I'll, you know, hit the studio, record everything, and then basically set a release date or something. So maybe it'll be out next year, but I cannot super guarantee that at the moment.
Gotcha. And would you be keeping it as a solo band, or are you gonna bring more members into the band?
So this is my solo project. So this is gonna stay solo. It's Sam Astaroth. It's not turning into a band. It's not like Ghost with, you know, Tobias doing everything and then a live band. That's not it. It's a solo project. It's my project. And I work with different producers. So right now I'm working with my main producer, who I sit down and I don't write music, right? So I write vocals and lyrics, and I'm kind of a visionary. So I have like a direction for how I want the song to be, and I can structure songs, and I can direct musicians to write the song how I feel works best with their, you know, creative inputs, and I give them free liberty of doing what feels best for them with their expertise. So it is kind of a collaborative effort. So each song I create will be like a collaboration between me and another musician, or me and multiple musicians, me and other artists, like could be vocalists, any type of musicians. There's no limit. That's my whole idea behind my solo project, is that I don't want to create boundaries in terms of what I can do musically, artistically, creatively, with who and what, where, kind of just want to keep doors open for options available and create the best song possible every single time. And yeah, so it's just gonna stay like that. And I have pretty much full creative control with working with other people and kind of sitting down each time with a fresh, mind, and us like just connecting as artists with not too much expectation. I'm not expecting them to make an album for me or EP. Down the road, if I connect with someone, I may make an EP with them. But yeah, it's nice. It's probably going to end up being like a collaboration of people, vocalists, musicians, by the time I'm done my album. And I think it'll end up in a nice collaborative project.
Absolutely, absolutely. And any plans to go on a tour?
As for touring, so I had a tour offer with my last band right before COVID. So I had a tour offer with Archcode right before COVID, like a North American tour, and because of COVID, never happened. And I had a festival planned and a couple of shows, but it all kind of canceled. And then I looked at the band moving forward, and now I'm a solo artist. So I will eventually tour. I just need enough solo content. So it doesn't feel right for me to tour with, say, covers or collaboration of someone else's song. Like, once you do sync licensing stuff, it's like it's their song. If they were playing, I'd go play with them. Just be weird if I was just playing a bunch of other people's songs or collaborations. So I want to take a time and create maybe enough solo content where I can play at least a solid opening slot, say, on a tour. And then I'll reach out for tours. And I'll definitely want to tour when my full length album's ready. When it's ready and like I can pitch that as like a full package, then of course. But before then, if I have enough material ready and I fit the bill, since my music kind of fluctuates, I can kind of fit different bills. Like I can fit with different types of bands and artists on a tour. So as long as I have enough content of similar music to a certain tour or artist or lineup, yeah, sure, I'm game for that whenever.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And I know your last band got disbanded, and that made you to come with a solo career. So is there any particular reason that you chose to take this path of a solo career instead of joining another band?
Yeah, because that was like I started that band back in like 2013, and I don't do just music just to kind of play in a band. That's not the main point of, I don't play any instruments, so I have no interest in just playing, I have no interest in just screaming or singing for no reason. I only create music to say what I have to say. And if I feel like I have nothing important to say, then I don't want to create music, so I take my music seriously, and I'm not like a super serious person, but whatever I say or write and present myself may impact other people. So I take myself seriously in terms of what I put out. And I put my 100% into my last band, and we were working on a full-length album, and then releasing it is a different beast where you have to like see each person's ambitions, goals, way to move forward. If someone wants to stay within a certain genre, someone wants to branch out, someone wants to push for tour, someone wants to stay local, these things come into play. And to avoid like any like it makes no, it's like staying in a relationship that you shouldn't stay in, so just making sure that you end things amicably in a friendly way, wishing everyone well, letting everyone go their separate ways, and staying true to their own path. So that's why we disbanded. And basically then I took my character, Astaroth, that I created over the 7-8 years, and I just switched it to becoming a solo artist because I basically just kind of lost the music. But like I said, it's not just music that I do. I kind of do a whole, like a world building, coming from like the whole gaming world. I like to do world building, storytelling. There's a theatrical aspects like King Diamond to my, live presentations that I'm really influenced by. So I like the theatrical aspect, even like stuff like Rob Zombie, which is like entertaining, Slipknot, which is like big live shows. So I kind of want to, get to a point where I can give people like a larger than life experience. And I feel like if I stay true to myself and my character and what I am about, then I can do that the best in the long run. Like I'm not in it for like a year just to kind of like try to blow up and show off or anything like that. I don't care about that. I want to just kind of stay true to myself, create the songs that are meaningful to me. If anyone connects with my songs, I want to have authentic connection with my fans, friends, and you create many real connections that way. That means more to me than anything else. And yeah, I just want to kind of continue on in my journey, and whoever I meet should just be natural, real, and authentic. And anything we create together, or any shows we play, any tours, like everything that happens, I want it to feel real and authentic, and when it's meant to be, kind of like not forcing it, pushing it. I feel best doing it that way.
Sounds great. And June 29 being your first debut single release, do you have any special plans on that day?
So I'm playing my first solo debut show on the 23rd, 6 days before that. And I will record some live content from the show, and I might like put that out on socials on the actual 29th, and I'll go live on, because everyone will hear the song at 12 o'clock. And so during the day, I'll kind of go live on each of my platforms. Like I like doing that, just to kind of not alienate any of my fan bases. Like I like to connect with my email fan base, my Facebook fans, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, like all separate fan base. So I'll probably spend the whole day kind of just like going live or chit-chatting with everyone, and just pretty much, getting everyone's feedback, like what they say, getting back to them. I really like to get back to pretty much like everybody. I don't like leaving anyone hanging. So yeah, just pretty much spend all day getting any reactions, any press that shares the news, we share it, and kind of just, share it in a very organic way, and spend the experience with the fans all day, basically.
Sounds good. And as you start a new journey now, what is the vision and the dreams that you have on your mind?
So with this, since it's like my project, I kind of want to keep it going in the similar direction that I was saying. I kind of want to release singles every so often where I feel I can present it in the best way. I don't want to rush things. I don't want to also overthink things and hold off things. So just going one song at a time and presenting it in a way where I can present it to the best of my capabilities, within my financial limit and whatever I can afford. So yeah, and keep learning as I go along, kind of keep increasing my skill set. I don't mind doing the work myself. I'm basically glued onto the computer all day, kind of just working on this music stuff anyways, with like few breaks outside to go meet friends or nature walks or whatever to kind of clear your mind, right? Or go to a show. But yeah, just kind of keep grooving with it, keep connecting with people, meeting a lot of international artists since going solo, actually, which is really nice. Like I've met more international artists in the last 8 months than I've done in the last 8 years, which is really cool. And probably because my genre is kind of like open to interpretation and collaboration. So I'm able to connect with a variety of artists and kind of work with their timelines. They can work with my timeline. So just keep going and keep the flow going, connecting with people and creating songs. And yeah, basically just keep the train running.
Sounds good. And finally, do you have any message for the metal fans around the world?
Let's see. So you've probably not heard something like this before. I know every artist says that. So that's really my goal, is to try to create a different experience for you every single time I release one of my solo songs. And after like a whole bunch of songs I create, they'll probably start relating in each way. But right when I'm starting out, this is not traditional stuff that you're probably used to. This has traditional elements and influences and all that stuff, but it has a wide variety of other things. And I think that's going to be the most fun aspect. Like, to hear something new and innovative feels refreshing and it excites you, and I think it should. And it gives new artists like a reason to be a new artist. Like, if we're copying whoever came before us, that's not really that new. And taking influences from them is great, but you should try to do something yourself and push the boundaries and stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Not being cocky or anything. I respect everyone that came before us, and I would love to play with some of the greats as I respect them and all that. But I also want to like keep going. And as I get older, I probably have a younger generation, and I want to kind of bring them up. And I think metal is such a broad, diverse culture. There's so many subgenres, cultures, people of all kinds are kind of into it, and now so broad that other genres are borrowing from it. You have people screaming in genres that are not even metal. So it's really cool to see how metal has influenced the world and the culture overall in many different scenarios. So I just want to be a part of it and just keep it going and enjoy it with you, just like all of you basically, and keep it going, pay homage to the ones that came before, pave the pathway for whoever comes after us. And yeah, should be great. Just want to have a great experience here.
Sounds great, Sam. And Sam, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this opportunity to have this great interview with you, to talk about your music and your plans in the coming days. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for the amazing song, Demon Core. Fantastic work from you. And I believe a lot of people will fall in love with this song and keep following. And we will look forward for more music from you in the coming days. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad you like it. It's a bit risky, right? But I think that's the fun part. So I'm really glad you like it. Thank you for the interview. Yeah, I'm stoked for this to come out. I'll be sharing it on my channels. Thank you very much again.
Thanks, Sam. And you have a good day ahead. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
You too. Take care. See ya.
See ya.